think we can do a lot once AI video comes to the forefront, right? As authors, we want to put our stories into a visual medium a lot of the times, right? A lot of us we're storytellers. We love movies, we love TV, we love books. And we want to be able to put that stuff into a visual medium for our readers. Okay. And so the AI video revolution is also going to be shaking things up. People using the software. And the thing that they seemed to like the most was to take a mid-journey image that they liked, upload it to RunwayML, and then use their manipulation tools to make a video, and then you download it from there. I started with this image and I moved on to this image here. Not bad. I did a pretty good job of capturing the same woman, though her outfit's a little bit different. And then I uploaded them into RunwayML and I started using their tools to animate them. So I started with this one. Here's my woman. I basically selected all of the jungle around her and I left her alone. And then I got this video when it was done. It was like not bad, right? I told the camera to move and for the background to move as well. So she turns like a little bit, she's turning a little bit, and then the background is moving in the back. Then I went to the next image, which I played with. And instead of selecting parts of the image, I just told it to move the camera one way and to zoom out. Okay. And it turned her head and made her walk. She's pretty incredible. Now, there's a little bit of weirdness to this, right? If you look at it, you can see it changes her clothes at some point. Isn't that incredible? So it's pretty close. It's pretty good. I was pretty blown away by this. I took the two of them together. I added a little bit of music and dub voiceover, and I put them all together into a little bit of a trailer type thing. So you can have some fun by just putting them together and doing a little bit of a crossfade. Let's go back here to the home. They do have a lot of video and image generating stuff. I tried their image generating things. You can write a prompt and you can also train your own models in Stable Diffusion, which is something that they give you access to here in RunwayML. Cat walking through the street Rio. A widescreen 16:9 style. Lots of different styles to choose from. We will go with, I'll click on sci-fi art. And Runway will run this on the back end and it will use some of my credits. Oh, look, that's cute. This is an interesting sci-fi style. It looks more like sketch cartoon style rather than sci-fi style. Interesting. But I really want to show you guys the video stuff. So let's go back over here to the video stuff because I want to show you how you start with an image and you can animate it and do stuff with it. This is the one I like the best so far. And I think that this would be cool to see what RunwayML does to animate this one. I created this one. I thought this one was pretty as well. So we'll also grab this one. So we're going to go back into RunwayML and we're going to upload one of these images. We'll start with the sandstorm one and we're going to go ahead and animate it. Okay. So there are a couple of different things you can do when it comes to RunwayML. You can either do just camera motion or you can use the motion brush. We're going to use camera motion on the second image and now we're going to start with the motion brush, which is in beta and it's pretty good for beta. Okay, control a specific area with motion brush. Tap anywhere to begin. And you're going to use, it's like they've got like either a paint brush or an eraser. And we're going to use the paintbrush. I'm going to make the size of the paintbrush a little bit bigger so it's easier for me to select everything on the screen. And I want to just animate this sandstorm here because I think that will be the most dramatic thing for Runway to play with, right? We're going to animate the sandstorm here, color it in. Bloop, bloop. maybe we want to move the people too. Okay. Okay. Now that that is colored in, and this is the area that I wanted to animate, we have a couple of different tools, sliders down here that we can play with. So the horizontal x-axis means that it's going to move whatever is on the screen, either left or right. And I think that it should move from left to, so we're going to go left. We're going to move things to the left. I'll make it like 0.4. I don't think I want to do any up or down. I think it's fine in this space. Proximity means that is it going to come towards the camera or away from the camera, right? So z-axis or negative is going to be towards you and positive is going to be away from you. So we're going to have it move maybe just a little bit away. Okay. Save, generate 4 seconds. So it's going to take a little bit of time to generate. Won't be too bad. It always says it's done in a few minutes, but it takes a little bit less than that. The other way that you can play with things is with the camera motion. And we're going to do that on the second one. And you're basically just going to tell the camera, like you're going to pretend you're the director, right? You're sitting behind the person using the camera and you're telling them to pan left or right or to zoom in or out or roll the camera like to the left or the right. And you can also tip the camera like so that things go like they're falling backwards or falling forwards. And so you can get some really cool motion by using the camera motion as well. You can play with the sliders. So you can play with the sliders to get what you want, and then it generates the 4 seconds. And then I don't think that you can go back and do stuff on that generated image, on the generated footage. So let's see what happens here. Pretty cool. Look at that. We moved the person and I love this. It's just rolling across. And because I told it to go left, so all of the clouds are going to the left, which is pretty cool. And people are walking away from it. Now it looks like she's got an extra arm here or something. I don't know. All right. Let's go back here and we're going to do with another one. We're going to start with the image and we're going to upload the one of the woman that I just made too. Okay. So instead of using the motion brush this time, we're going to play with the camera motion because I've found that when I play with these, that it will look at the entire image and it will figure out what it needs to animate in order for it to show some movement, which is pretty cool. I don't know what they're using on the back end. It must be some sort of stable diffusion, whatnot, to predict that there's a person. It like detects that there's a person there and that the person could be moving or there might be wind or it might be moving like things in the background. And this camera motion one, it like you're giving the AI more leeway to do the things that it just comes up with, which is cool. So we've got this woman here and she's looking at the camera and her scarf is blowing out. So I want the camera to basically zoom out from her a little bit. So I'm going to play with this and I'm going to zoom it out a little bit. I'm going to pull out. What I'd like to see is the camera pulling out from her and then not rolling her. And then I think maybe, let's see, we'll go a little bit horizontal to the left. And then we will also pan the camera a little bit to the left, which will give it it'll sort of like be pulling out and sweeping to the left a little bit. And we'll see how that looks. She's definitely changing. It's like a little bit strange there right at the end. Really strange there right at the end. It's funny though. Okay. I want to redo it and do something different. I can play with this stuff and then how about let's keep the horizontal the same and we'll pan in the opposite direction and we'll not zoom out as much. Roll is fun too because it really rolls the camera. So if you're looking for some really cool effects because you're do some quick cuts, some rolls might be fun to do with your images. Let's generate. So it does sort of put them in a little area here in the left hand so that you can see any previous ones you worked on with the same video, which is nice. You can just go back and you can look at it if you need to. All right, this is rendering. Oh, that was quick. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, that's a little bit better, right? She doesn't change as much. Although not much happens here. So another thing we could do is we could try playing with just the brush. Let's do that. Motion brush. Make that bigger. All right, so I just want to mostly do her hair and that scarf she's wearing. Maybe the background a little bit. Okay. This on the horizontal might be good. And then proximity, let's do a little bit away here. Save and then generate. And it's just going to add it over here on the left-hand side. Okay. That's nice. It's more subtle and her face stays pretty much the same. So I think that if you're going to do a character and you don't want their facial features to be warped in any kind of way, you should probably use the motion brush around their facial features instead. That's now my official advice on this topic.
Thank you for joining us on something wickedly cool in AI. This is what we do in our lab sessions. So the Future Fiction Academy is 8 labs a week. You can come live, you can watch the replays after, you get the transcript, you also get the lab report. And we work together to specialize in different parts of AI tools to come up with really innovative prompting and how to use these tools in our everyday publishing careers. So if you would like to join the Future Fiction Academy, we would love to have you because it's a community that is AI positive and we're all working together to stay on top of this new technology before we all get left behind. So we invite you to come join us and have fun because we love to play with this stuff and we love to share it. So hope to see you in lab soon. Bye.